For many homeowners, the fire on the North Shore has also been a reminder of how vulnerable they might be if flames ever do get close to their houses. For decades, the roofing material of choice in many South Coast neighborhoods has been cedar. It makes sense in a rainforest where a wooden roof gets a regular soaking. But let that roof really dry out, and a spark from even a distant fire could mean disaster.
Doesn't seem like a very sensible place for cedar roofs, given what we know in BC these days about the risk of an interface fire. Yet these cedar roofs are about 1 kilometer away from Sunday's forest fire just above Northlands golf course in the district of North Vancouver. It turns out it was the district that insisted on cedar roofs so the homes could take on a Whistler-like look as people drove to the golf course. They're all cedar on this street, except on this home. The resident demanded his be metal.
Makes me feel that I've made a better choice, and I think our house is probably a little bit more resistant to catching on fire if, an ember landed on the roof. Absolutely.
History has told us, based on what happened in Kelowna 7 years ago, when an interface fire threatened homes, cedar roofs were kindling when flying embers landed on the roof. Over 200 homes burned.
The whole roof is inflamed.
Last year in COQUITLAM, embers flew blocks from an apartment fire, setting a cedar roof on fire. Events like these have changed the mindset of firefighters throughout BC.
Certainly it would be nicer to have, I think they treat this wood, which give it a little better fire rating, but certainly Geroid and asphalt and other alternatives would be a little safer in this environment, that's for sure.
At Mayfair Lakes Golf Course in Richmond, they're changing up the clubhouse roof in a dramatic way, reducing the risk after a fire gutted part of the clubhouse a few months back, replacing cedar with recycled rubber. It's called an echo roof, and from the street, it looks very much like cedar.
It doesn't have a Class A fire rating. It is only a Class C fire rating, but it does not go up like a cedar roof does.
These are cedar shakes. They present a great West Coast look, and on most homes, they're a good choice. This is the echo roof made of recycled tires. They have a similar look. You'll pay the same to get them installed. But cedar dries out over time and can snap under pressure. The rubber shingles don't. They last for decades, and unlike cedar, they don't burn easily.
And that quickly it would burn.
That's up quickly.
Whereas with this one, it self-extinguishes.
Self-extinguishes. If I was living in a heavily treed area, I certainly wouldn't put a cedar shake roof on my home.
Penfolds have been putting cedar shakes and shingles on homes for 73 years, almost 3/4 of a century. And that's a lifetime of experience in knowing what's safe in an interface neighborhood.
So far this summer, the